Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Nasty Productions.
7 Mile Radio.
What's up, y'all? It is Wednesday. It's your girl Penelope, and we are back for another episode of Truth Podcast. Happy Hump Day. What's up, y'all?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
What up?
What's the dealio?
Chillin',
We out
chillin'.
here. We made it. We made it through Hump Day. It had a reverb. Static. Interference.
Technical difficulties. Hold on. Oh, we good?
We should
What's
be
up,
good.
T-Buzz?
All right, y'all. What's up, y'all? It is Wednesday. We made it. I know y'all missed us last week. We had a few things going on, couple mishaps, but we are back in the building this week for another episode. And tonight's episode, which should have been last week's episode, is Work Husband and Work Wives. But before we get into all of that, what's happening, crew? How was y'all week? How y'all been? What's up, Mac?
Listen.
What's up, Mac?
Listen, life is interesting. You know, right now I'm doing this, I was inspired by Miss Risa Tisa on TikTok. She told her story. Who the fuck did I marry? And I thank God I don't have her story because I didn't make it all the way there. So my story is who the fuck did I almost marry? We had the first episode air last Sunday at 8 p.m. Go back and watch it. Part 2 will be airing this Sunday at 8 p.m. Other than that, all has been well with my week.
I'm waiting for all the episodes so I can binge watch like I do the Equalizer.
I'm sick. I have to wait for the replay, but you know, I'm all here for it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was something when my mama said she had to catch up on the replay of part 1. I said, you know what, Matt got us all invested in this. But how was your week, Birdman?
It was a little somber. I seen some of my coworkers. Shout out to prayers and condolences to my friend Nancy. She's going through a bereavement right now. I think one of the worst things you can go through is having to bury a child. So, but I seen her on Sunday, so she's in my prayers. And then one of the mothers from the church, she just passed away. She used to be real cool. Like every time she come to church, she would pass me like wick peanut butter and stuff. Like, you know, it was just her way of saying I love you. So condolences to her as well. But everything else okay. Mike, what about you?
Oh, coming off my birthday week, it's all grand. So, you know, just living the dream, thanking God for another year, of course. So, yeah, just chilling.
Amen.
Happy belated birthday to you, Mike.
Thank you.
Also,
Happy birthday to you.
Uh-oh, I get a birthday song. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, with the raspiness.
That Smoky Lounge singer, I like that. A little smoke in there at the lounge. Yeah, go ahead, D-Mac.
Smokey Mackinson.
Smokey
Mackinson. Oh my
Mark,
gosh.
how was your week?
Busy as always. Y'all know me out here playing Batman and shit. Other than that,
Who's your Robin?
I don't have a Robin. Here she goes with the crazy. So yeah.
Who your work Robin? Who your work wife?
I need a work Robin.
You
That
getting
would be
started
nice.
already.
Right.
Yeah. She's just gonna throw me straight under the bus.
You
right?
know.
Well, my week was fine. It's been okay. Hump day. Can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah.
So on and so on. Nothing special. But tonight, let's get into it. And I don't want y'all to think that tonight's episode is about the plant, because a lot of people get that associate
Thank
work husband and work wives with
Ain't
the
just
plant.
in the plant.
This is work affairs. So plant, hospital, nursing home, store, mall, wherever. Bank, wherever you work, this is what we are talking about.
McDonald's, it don't matter.
Wherever y'all at. Before we get into it, has anybody on the panel ever in your life had a work affair, a work wife, a work husband?
Hell yeah, that's how Junior got here. I ain't gonna lie. Shit. That's how I know not to do it again.
Yeah, once upon a
Is
time.
that your last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
So she was on a...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She was part of 7 Mile Radio, of course.
Got to be
Oh,
more
you
careful.
mixed business with pleasure and got
But see, it's
displeasure.
not, no, I mean, you know what? But see, it didn't disrupt the business. It was just a bad relationship. Had it, I don't think had she not been a part of 7 Mile Radio, it still would have been that same shit. Like, so her being a part of it is not what caused any of the issue, right? Maybe because she tried to insert herself into places that she didn't earn to be, right? Just off of her being a girlfriend,
Church.
right? So maybe that was something that may have been one issue for her. It wasn't an issue for me.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, I don't. You know what I mean, I'm good at separating business and personal when it comes to shit like that. I ain't never had no. Not that I have done it a lot, but let's say like when I was working at KFC, even like besides me having my own business, like it ain't never, caused no problems.
What about you, Matt?
Well, I have a very colored past.
Man.
Colored is the word.
Colored.
What does that mean?
Colorful past,
Colorful.
maybe. Yeah, and it didn't turn out very well. I did, and it didn't turn out very well.
Would you ever do it again?
Well, so it went from me dealing with a coworker to me dealing with a client. So I don't know if that qualifies, but I don't think I would ever do either again. It just turned out to be too touchy.
Which one do you feel like doesn't qualify? The client, because you wasn't like a co-worker, you wouldn't qualify that as a work?
I wouldn't
wife?
qualify that as a work wife. It was work-related casualty.
See, so that's what mine was then.
Yeah.
That's what mine was. It was a work-related casualty.
Yeah. But both of them
Work-related
turned out to be
casualty.
very messy and just not the best idea. You know what I mean? So I definitely wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, because when feelings get involved, right, then those feelings that's involved with the relationship spill over into the workplace, and then that could cause issues in the workplace.
Absolutely.
Right, but typically, and I can say this from experience, most of the people who have work affairs, they don't plan on having a work
Yeah.
affair. Like when you fill out the application and you get called back and shit, that ain't the first thing that's on your mind in the break room. Like, yeah, I'm about to have me a work affair up in here. So
Yeah, so shit just happens.
I just think that things happen, which brings me to my next point. My next question? What are the things that prompt a work affair? Because you are already in a relationship. So what prompts you to have an affair with somebody that you work with?
Constant close proximity, and that breeding the attraction, right? Because a lot of times, right, you would get, I would just say, attached or grow a liking to somebody just off of being around them so much that you wouldn't have in any other circumstance. I mean, this is not a person that you would have walked up to or even would have given your number if they walked up to you in the store, but because
So
you got
opportunity.
cool with them, close proximity has created the opportunity for them to be close to you and grow that kind of bond.
I think the amount of time spent, because if you think about it, if you have a 2-household working family, 2 working people in the family, both of y'all gone 8-9 hours out the day, y'all get home, y'all might have 4-5 hours with each other and work, but the person at work doesn't have to deal with the stresses of life at home, so it's easier. You know what I'm saying? I can talk to this person about the shit at home, whereas I can't talk to home about home. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true. That's very true. I had a work affair a while back when my daughter was an infant. She was still a baby. And like I said before, I didn't plan on, having a work affair. I was actually laughing at all the other women at the job who were going after this particular guy. Like, y'all crazy, y'all stupid. He ain't even that. And I became victim.
Victim number 39.
And I became one of them women. But what I will say is some of the things, I'm not going to say that prompt me, but I'm going to say it kind of helped. It was, for one, I wasn't happy in the relationship that I was already in. So, and then I was going to work and I was spending a lot of time with this person. Like you said, time. You at the job, 8 to 10 hours a day, if not, or 12, depending on what job you are. That's a lot of time. And if you
don't work with the same person all those times.
If you're working with the same person, every day, 5 days a week, y'all get to know each other. You get to know what this person like, what this person don't like, and you get to finding all the things that you're missing in your partner somehow in that person, even when you're not even looking for it. So that's what it was.
I wonder if
For me.
though, if you're finding the things you're looking for, if they're crafty and giving you those things based on the things they
That-
hear about you
True.
being unhappy with
True.
your
Yeah.
home.
True.
It's like, oh, this nigga ain't buying you lunch. Let me buy you lunch
Oh,
every day.
yeah.
Oh, this nigga ain't sending you flowers. I'm gonna pick you a
Yep.
dandelion today.
It's
You know what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
easy.
Yeah.
It's an easy
That's
in.
true.
You meet
But you know
somebody-
what?
That's true.
I used to look at that like, okay, like how Joe and Mario used to have them songs like "Let Me Be the One, Love You," and I'll be like, and I didn't realize till now that's some predator shit. Like y'all be waiting for like people to
Waiting for
fuck
the
up
right
at their
right
house.
opportunity.
Like I'm about to slide right in.
Everything good at home, baby girl? You need anything?
What he do?
But you know, do you think it's some predator shit, or do you think it's a person looking like, damn, if I had that, I would never do the things that you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Do you
So,
think it's
or would it
But I
be
think that's
predatory?
a
It's the same.
crafty
That's the
shit.
same
Would it be
thing.
predatory if they didn't even respect the relationship and said, "Fuck that, you got a man
Yeah.
at home, and I'm about to shoot my shot at you."
now that's that.
Yeah.
That's that.
But you can look at it also as like for me when I first got to this new job like 10 years ago, I was in, like you said, me and the mother of my child, we was not getting along. As a matter of fact, we weren't even living together. I was thinking about my child. She had cussed me out on Christmas Day from the hospital when I went to go see her and my daughter. So with me, it was more of, okay, I got a good job now. I'm trying to take care of everything. I'm realizing my self-worth. And I'm getting bonus and around these bad bitches. Fuck what you talking about. I'm about to try to smash and grab every hoe in here. That's how I was feeling. And that's how I be sometimes. It's not like a predator, but I'm like, maybe you
You just feeling
realize.
yourself.
I'm
Why am I
looking
putting
at
up with this
David in
bullshit?
complete disbelief right now.
I
You not
swear-
understand?
I swear-
Like I'm looking
I
like,
swear,
oh,
like,
yeah.
who is this person?
Like you know, God changes us.
I know he do, but listen. Listen, it used to be a time. It used to be this. Listen, I thought when I had to work, I was like, look, it's Friday.
Damn.
We gonna go to Orchid from 9 to 11.
Damn.
There's $2 shots.
The
He
Orchid.
said orchid.
No, not the strip club. This in Ferndale on 91.
No, I know
yeah.
exactly
Oh,
what
okay.
you're talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
I knew exactly
Listen,
what you're talking about.
you done just got paid, and we not even talking about the bonus paycheck. $2 shots, $20. Okay, she's about to come home with me tonight. This one on Saturday, you having a fucking stable.
Well, listen. Okay, since you said predator, I look at it like this too. When it comes to a man, all right, let's just say the plant, right? You at the plant, right? Every day you come to work and I see you eating bullshit or, Twinkies or, just, some
Exactly.
bullshit every day. I'm thinking like, but you got a woman at home,
Exactly.
okay? So, but it's a lady on the line. She gonna make, it ain't nothing for me to, get you a little Tupperware full of lunch. I make my lunch every day. You know what I'm saying? I look good. I'm just put a little bit in here for David because I noticed, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying, that he don't be eating and he works 12 hours a day. Then I get to bringing you stuff every day because throughout conversation, I done found out what you like. I found out you don't like pork. You do like fish. This is your
Exactly.
favorite drink, that type of thing. Because when you working with a person next to each other for 12 hours, y'all get to talking about something, especially when it's male and female. Because 9 times out of 10, if the dude with a woman,
Y'all
he
gonna
want,
end up being each other's confidant.
he gonna want to know like, what you think about this, P? You know what I'm saying? My girl at home, she this, that, and the other, and then vice versa. Or in my situation, I was feeling like, man, I got a person at home. I'm like begging him to go out here and work. You know what I'm saying? Legally. And then I go to work every
She said
day.
legally.
Legally.
And you seeing the work
And then
example
I
of what
see-
you want at home.
And then I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
this man out here busting his ass working. You know what I'm saying?
And you're
like,
attracted to that more so than this the
and
the
then
man.
throughout conversation, he's telling me like, yeah, I took my son to practice. I did. I'm like, wait a minute.
You involved?
Right.
Right.
And you doing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Extra shit in the household. So for me, that's what made me go off and venture. But I think for the people that are in the plant, y'all, they spend so much time. Plant workers, they work the shit out of them. They at work more than they at home.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't nothing for you to go ahead and get you a little
And then
something
think
at
about
the
with the
top.
plant. I already know what your profit share is that we about to get. So I know you about to be on that bread.
What you like? You get money.
I don't
I'm
think I
getting
would
money.
ever date a woman that works at the plant.
Why? Is it because of this
Because of
perception
just-
right
just
here?
Because of the
Yeah.
myth.
Yep.
I ain't even gonna say it's a myth because of the reality. You know, it's like it's a soap opera. You know, everybody's sleeping with everybody.
And I didn't realize that until like my uncle works at the plant, and they have like a Christmas party every year. So I'm with Uncle hanging, and they just up there acting a fool. Like my uncle, like, look, I got a wife at home. We about to leave. We chilling for an hour. He said, because I already know how they act. And my uncle been at the plant for like it'll be almost 40 years, because he came in young. Well, he's still young, but he tries to sway him away, because it'd be crazy. Like they already know what your profit share is, what you make it hourly, then your shift premium. It's like to the predator part, they already calculate. Okay, if I can just get this
Well,
a
if
little
that's
bit
the case,
out
then
with that.
everybody's a predator in that sense. I mean, because we kind of see things that we like in people and go after them.
I be laying in the
Wait.
weeds, baby.
What if she
waiting on them
what
to
if she
slip.
spent time with you talking about how much he or she loves their family? I mean, that can make a person kind of jealous and envious too, and to make you want to be that family that they love.
I mean,
so much.
it's like the whole myth of the wedding ring, right? If you see a nigga with a wedding ring, you think that's a good nigga automatically, like somebody married him, like he must be a good guy. Or you see a woman with a wedding ring, and it's like, oh, she must be wedding wife material.
Oh, boy.
You understand what I'm
Listen,
saying? So then
we
you
know different.
yeah.
For
Right,
somebody
I
with
agree.
it, I thought it was gonna be a shield. It makes it even worse.
It's
I'm
a
like, do you
magnet.
not,
Yeah,
do you not
it
even
is.
see
It's a
it?
magnet.
Bro.
It's a complete
It's
Because
a
I want to
magnet.
know how he treating you. I ain't gonna lie. If I see a
What
ring,
makes
I'm
you
asking.
so good
It's a
that you got
magnet.
the ring? I want to experience what makes
Yep.
you so good.
Listen to this comment by Tracy Jacobs. Working in a shop is definitely like a soap opera. What kind of shop, Tracy?
Probably
Like
a salon.
A salon, because if so, I believe so. I believe so. We didn't
Shit,
think about
absolutely.
salon.
Barbershops?
Barbershop?
shit.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
Let
Because you
me
got
tell
the
you something.
barbershops
The
and got the
barbershop,
women
they got
a
in
lot of-
salons in
it's
the
a
barbershop.
lot
Oh
of-
yeah, most definitely.
It's a lot of single mothers bringing their little boys to the barbershop.
I'm banned.
And it's
I
a
could
lot of
never.
married mothers that's bringing their little boys to the barbershop. And then you looking like, dang, why you bringing the little boys to the barbershop? What the dad? Where the
So I got a
at?
question about that.
Oh,
And
shit.
you know my baby daddy. So
Yeah.
Oh shit.
listen. I think Marius
cheeks smudged me more when she
10.
said that.
He about to be 10. I think I have took him to the barbershop probably once for sure.
Good shit.
Right?
Good shit.
I have been told that I cannot step foot in a barbershop. I cannot take my son
Yeah.
to the barbershop at all. I was told that is no place for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would be a whole thing. If he don't, that's his job anyway. He come in and take
Listen.
Mari to go get his haircut
He's
anyway. But
absolutely right.
he went to away for a second, like 2 seconds or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna take Mari to the barbershop. And I took him to the barbershop. And I thought I was doing, a good thing. I thought he was
Got
gonna
your
be
ass cussed out.
Because you being a mother.
well, yeah.
You quickly found out why he said don't go, didn't you?
At first, I didn't know what I did wrong, but he told me. But every barbershop ain't like this, because, Mac, you got a shop, and it's nice and safe, but I understand it's a lot of shit
She
that
said
goes
nice
on.
and safe.
Yeah, I mean.
My shop is
no,
nice and
because-
safe, but I ain't gonna say it's nice and safe
Yeah.
for a mother bringing her little boys in my shop, and this man ain't bringing them little boys in
But
my
you
shop.
know what?
That's how I ended up dealing with a married woman.
But you know what? You went from a mother to a MILF. That's what it was.
Oh, so that's. and
You
then-
went from a mother to a MILF.
So that's.
That's why you can't bring them to the barbershop.
Then
Wait.
when her husband found out, she was like, well, if you was doing your job, she never would have met me. I never would have
Because
went to
that was
the
because
barbershop.
like you go into the barbershop and in some men's eyes it's like you're making him look bad in the eyes of the men who are in the barbershop, because where's the dad and why is he not?
Well, can't
bringing him?
nobody make you look bad, my boy, but you. If
I'm,
you
ju-
ain't
I'm
doing
just
your
saying
job.
that
Just
that's
a-
maybe
just
the
a-
notion of some men.
Just imagine thinking you doing something good, and you getting cussed the fuck out.
Yo, check out this comment by Ryan. Ryan says, I work at a prison. It's even worse. Damn near all the employees married and single fucking.
At the prison.
At the prison.
So I
prison
thought,
guard.
I thought it was just the guards fucking on the prisoners. I ain't ever thinking about.
I guess it's
I
a new
forgot
meaning of
about-
lockdown.
It's the guards fucking the guards.
But just think about how much time they spending in there with each other.
Right, they
boy.
doing
Under
12,
stressful-
All the time in
13.
the
Stressful
Okay,
circumstances.
wait, Ryan. Are they fucking in the prison?
No, they going outside.
Right,
I'm
they
saying
finding
they
an
could be
empty
meeting-
cell.
Commissary
They
10.
could be meeting.
They're
I'm just saying,
meeting.
wait,
They
they could
may
be
be
meeting
meeting in the
outside
prison.
of it. Because my next question is, where at? Like, now that's You gotta be really hard up if we can't wait till we
They
get off.
fucking
It's
and
one
they
thing
cook.
to be messing
Mike,
around.
they
In the
fucking and they
prison,
cook us at the same time.
in the
Even
prison.
the people at the plant, though, they're not fucking at the plant. They just hooking up at the plant. They fucking later.
Sometimes they're fucking.
You know
at
what I'm
the
saying?
I'm about to say,
Sometimes they are, but not. I mean,
In the
it's,
car?
it's probably
In
not
the car.
in the
In
car.
the
But what I'm
hallway.
saying, that could be the case with the guards. You know what I'm saying? I might meet you on the
Yeah.
cell block, but nigga, let's go meet up in D block or this unauthorized area,
I was
area
working at
there's no
KFC,
cameras. You know
smashed
what I'm
chicken
saying?
in the
Nah, look,
bathroom.
it can happen.
Listen,
Special.
I was a manager at, never mind, let me.
Yeah, leave your chicken
I'm
days
leaving my
alone.
chicken-
I was gonna say that.
So y'all know too much about each damn
What
show.
I was gonna say?
We
Should I
worked
say
together
that?
for a
I'm
while.
gonna say that.
Not at
Shut
KFC
up,
though.
met you.
D
This
Mac
why I was
like
manager at
No, I
Taco Bell.
know.
This is where I met
No,
you.
I know.
D Mac like said. So I ain't gonna front like I didn't fuck at the job. Okay.
On the like premises.
Who ain't fucked
Which
with the
job?
job?
But I was about to say, but it wasn't at a prison. It was at.
Hope not, goddamn.
I mean, it wasn't at a prison.
We hope you weren't giving conjugal visions,
It was
Penelope.
at.
Now,
That's
I'ma
the
tell.
word I was looking for,
I'ma tell
Calvin. I
y'all where it
couldn't
was
think
at.
about
No,
it.
I ain't gonna
Y'all,
tell
we
y'all where
sound
it
real
was.
a little chaotic tonight. We gotta speak at one at a time.
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I ain't telling y'all shit. But just know.
She
told us
said
enough.
Well,
Yeah.
man, she did it on the premises.
I
with
did.
Mark.
I mean, it happened.
They say hospital workers be fucking at work. We're in the hospital beds.
In the hospital beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the patients be smashing at the hospital.
In the medicine room, in the little.
I can see that. Like,
Industrial
we got
room.
operation, so I can see that one. at the hospital.
So, David, when you were doing your research last week, you had sent us a few things in the DM, and they were saying about how it was healthy sometimes to have work wives and work husbands.
Yes.
Really?
Tell us about that.
Listen, it was crazy because when you look up like all the stuff,
It's healthy.
they were saying it was healthy, and it was in Forbes magazine. I was like, why are you? And I forgot all about it. I'm glad you brought that up, D-Mac. I'm
Yeah.
about to pull it up right now.
And I found a couple professions that were most likely to cheat too.
What are they?
So they had all of that.
Why
So
you?
while
Oh,
he's
go
looking
ahead.
that up, sales representatives, 14.5
The
likely to
milkman.
cheat. Teaching, training, or educators are 13% likely to cheat. Healthcare people, transport and logistics, engineering and manufacturing,
What's their percentage?
16. Property and construction, accounting and banking and finance, information technology. Those are the 9. But you know what?
Those are the top 9?
Those are the top
And
9. And manufacturing and engineering come in number 6. Sales representatives come in number 1.
Yeah, they're coming in contact with a lot more people and a lot more opportunities.
Yeah, I can
That's
see
what I was
that.
just about to say.
Yeah, more with the public and you know that type of thing.
So would engineering and manufacturing, would the plants fall under that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then what is property?
Real estate, property management.
Property and construction.
Yeah, real
number
estate.
7. Yep.
Definitely.
Let that rent be late.
Oh,
I got
wait.
something for you.
That
You want to
You
pay
know
that
what?
off?
You'd be like,
You wanna
oh,
pay
you'd
that
be
off,
like
my
old girl
baby.
and set it off.
Yeah, I was just about to say. What was his
What was her
name?
name?
I need that money.
He's
I need that
work
money,
out.
Nate. Maybe another time. Did you find it, David?
David?
yes, I did.
All right.
So number one, it came up like, what is a work wife or a work husband? So this is the definition. A lot of people with work spouses feel that they're the only person at work they can truly be themselves around. Much like an actual marriage, the work spouse relationship is different from other work friendships. It's a lot closer and more supportive. They even, listen, when I was pulling this up and I sent it to y'all, they even have a section called the benefits of having a work spouse. Check this out. Number one,
Benefits.
the relationship makes work spouses more productive. Because of their close relationship, work spouses tend to bring out the best in each other. Work spouses are more open with each other about their frustrations. They could be 100% open and honest with each other, especially when it involves work issues. Let's see. The work spouse relationship can improve. This is crazy. Y'all ready for
It
this
can
one?
improve the home relationship.
It can improve actual marriages. It says because work spouses talk about work issues with each other, they aren't bringing those problems and issues home. That can lead to a better work-life balance that actually frees them up to have a better relationship at home, with their spouse.
Right.
it's
You, when you
therapy.
clock out, you can clock out.
It's therapy. Done with therapy. Now I can go home.
So, you know they had the pros, but they also had the cons. Workplace conflicts could be more difficult. With a close personal relationship, it's possible that emotions could run high. Having disagreements can feel more personal when it involves a work spouse as opposed to any other coworker.
That's when the shit gets blurry. The lines get
Y'all
blurry.
ready for this one? Work spouse relationships can lead to work divorces.
What's a work divorce?
That's what I was waiting for y'all to ask.
I'm transferring to another department.
Work divorces are most common when one work spouse leaves to work somewhere else. Because of all the ways work spouses enhance each other's work days, this can be really difficult. The work spouse who has left behind might not even want to work at the same place anymore once their work spouse is gone.
Now that's just too. That's a lot. That's that's deep.
That's deep. I was
Like
like,
I don't want to work my job because you left.
Hey,
Wait.
that reminds me
Mike
of
got
being
some
in school.
explaining to do, y'all.
Oh.
I'm about to say that reminds me of being in school and your crush leaving
I want to
class.
know about this.
Explain yourself, Mike.
Cause Beth said Mike got work divorce. Tell us about it.
She divorced me for another man. That's it.
Did she leave the job though?
No, she's still there. I see her ass every day.
Damn.
Wait, the man there too?
The man there.
Ooh,
The man be trying to be cool though. I be like, I can't do it.
he being funny.
I was not.
I be like, I can't do it. He come by for a fist, but I can't do it. I can't.
Damn.
He cool, but it's alright. though. It's
So
alright.
there are cases, Dave, and I want you to talk to us about your work wives and your home wife. There are work wife and work husband situations that are platonic, right?
That is correct. So number one, shout out to Kalina and Caprice. So two of my work wives actually hang out with my real wife.
And let the
Oh, he
people
said
know
But
you
see,
know.
that's the reason why they can work.
You just
Exactly.
shouted out your work wives, but you ain't shout out your
your real
home wife.
I always shout out my real wife.
Every show he
I
does.
got your back, girl.
See, Amen, you hear me? No, because now, but the thing is, they rather hang with her more with me now. So it's like I get.
Oh, see what you,
You
did there?
jealous?
See what you did? See what you did?
You just
I am. They
Yeah,
play.
you messed up.
Number one, they plan once a month to go somewhere. Like I think they went to the theater the first time or something, and then they love.
Your
to go.
wife probably taking them out, buying them drinks to see if they slip up and say some shit.
That's what, and I know that's what it is. But you gotta have, boundaries. Like I said, they real cool. Like when we at work, if I cook, like I tell you, I cook on Wednesdays, they'll have a plate. Or Kalina will call and say, "I'm about to pick up breakfast. Do you want anything?" So it's like we have to deal with frustrating stuff because our job is we gotta deal with dealerships. So we getting like back to back calls and dealing with stuff. So it's real frustrating. Plus with other stuff, we had to transition our jobs. So I do agree with the part that it does make your life. I don't have to come home to my wife. I don't have to be pissed, and I can hear more about her day. But I have to have rules and boundaries, just like every show we talk about with Mom, Dad, I'm Gay, or polyamorous. If you see all the topics we talk about, you gotta have rules and guidelines, or it's gonna fuck everything.
So what are
up.
the rules?
right. Cause is this a real thing? Cause I thought it was a joke.
It's a real thing. Like, number one, I feel if you have a work wife, both of y'all have to be married. Cause I feel if I'm married and my work wife is single, that might get me in trouble. If I know she's going, cause Caprice, she has her fiance, Kalina. She's been married. They've been married. I think they just celebrated 26 years of marriage.
It may get you in trouble. Why? Something may happen.
It could, especially if single. It's just like
Even the perception of something
Exactly.
happening can be damaging.
But how do they
you know?
husband feel about you?
we all know each other. So it's like we have like company work days. So I'd already met Tyrone, or my Facebook is public. So you'll see mostly pictures with me and my wife, or Kalina and her husband, or Caprice and her fiance. So as they joke and say, your relationship isn't official until it's Facebook official. So I feel everything is open, but we're honest and everybody knows each other. And it's just like when you get married, if you're hanging around your single friends and you married, that's gonna lead you to get in trouble. So like anything, you gotta have rules.
So do you have actual feelings for your work wife?
That's what
Yeah, that was the question.
And if so, then what are those feelings?
I have platonic feelings for them. Like I'll give you an example. Kalina, when me and my wife got married, Kalina got us an engraved marriage holder. And it says our name on it and it's our date. So a lot of times we'll ask about the household. We'll ask, because there's certain things we going through that we can't talk to other people about unless it's our spouse or our work spouse there. So like I said, there's certain rules. I'm not saying this is good for everybody, but you got to have rules and have an understanding. If you don't, it will fuck up everything.
Wait, who bought who what?
So, Kalina,
Who and that is
that's
work
my
wife.
work wife.
okay.
The one. So these two work wives hang out with my actual
wife.
wife. When me and my wife got married, she got us a gift, and it's still on. It's right when you walk in the house. It's an engraved marriage holder. So you know how you sign your marriage certificate. You can roll it up, put it in there. It's golden. It has David and Avon. It has our wedding date, and it says congratulations.
Do you hang out with their husbands and fiance?
I do
Without
not. I'm
them?
busy. I would, but with guys, it's more of
It's a little different.
it's a little different. Ladies, I feel can hang. They'll go shopping and stuff like that. Guys, we're around each other. We know. Hey, how you doing? Let's go grab a beer once in a while. But you don't really see guys. I mean, you don't even see guys hanging out like that. The ladies will hang out more.
So, Mike,
Yes.
tell us about your work-wife divorce situation.
That's platonic, but I got a real work
You got a
wife
real
story.
one? Okay, what's the real one?
So I had to work, like, we got engaged and everything, but I already had prayed on her. I seen it
You
already.
prayed for her?
Yeah,
Like
no,
prayed or like
prayed on her.
Oh, okay.
So,
I already seen it.
so work-wife almost became real wife.
Mm-hmm. Because I hired her and everything. I already knew. This is going to be the one, period. I already knew that. Hired her. Talked, all that. Did a little proposal after a while and all of that.
Wait, you proposed to this lady?
I did my first fiance.
Like, was it
my very
was it
first one.
that was like a real proposal?
It was a
or
real
like
proposal. Got
work
on one knee.
proposal?
No, I got on one knee and everything. Like, it
At
turned
work?
real. Yeah. No,
At
not at
work?
work. Not at
Oh.
work, no.
How
I ain't
long was
proposing.
y'all dating, Mike?
I don't know. Close to a year, maybe.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, close to like a year.
All right.
And then I proposed. Like, yeah, it was, yeah. So yeah, I knew when I seen I was ready to pounce. I was ready. Sorry.
You
I
and
was
Dave
ready.
like tripping me out today.
I was ready to pounce. I already look.
They always
I was
serve
I was
today.
asking interview questions, but I wasn't marking nothing down. I was just like, yep, she getting hired. I ain't even care what she said.
You must have been a hiring manager at Bucharest, huh?
Nah, not Bucharest. Damn,
Listen.
Bucharest.
Where all the pretty girls
It was a telemarketing company. Why it had to be Bucharest?
'Cause
They
all-
But you'll
look
never
like-
see an ugly girl at Bucharest. That's why.
Oh, no, it wasn't
feel
Bucharest,
like-
though.
And
You don't see an ugly girl from the behind at Bucharest.
yeah, there you go.
And when they
When they turn around.
I was trying to
All
see
of Bucharest
that.
had-
I don't eat Bucharest enough to know. Sorry.
Listen, that 6-pack of shawarmas, you can go right in. I think it's like $42. You good to go.
all the ladies at Bucharest
They,
are pretty.
it's a handle and everything. Listen.
Which one? Which Bucharest y'all talking about?
The one I be going to in Grosse Pointe, they all look good.
Okay, Grosse Pointe. I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Hey, Mile in Illinois.
Go
So,
lunch.
has anybody been in a situation, in a work wife, work husband situation, where the real wife or husband had a problem with it?
I'm trying.
I have seen that situation. I wasn't in it, but I've seen that situation. So there was a job I was at once where she had a whole husband at home, but we're out somewhere, and she was too comfortable with the coworker.
So
Like
that's how she found out.
that's how he found out. Like if I hadn't worked there, I would have thought that was her husband.
The coworker was
Exactly.
And not who he really married to.
So I stopped hanging out near there because I'm like, shoot, I'm not gonna be confused for the work husband and get shot at by accident. I got to distance myself.
I don't think I never had nothing that close.
Yeah,
That's close.
that's close though, because you gotta be careful. Like, especially if y'all already having situations at home, And then, like, I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say you mad at somebody. You going home, you with that significant other, you mad. But then all of a sudden, I'm the significant other. You coming in. Okay. Or you have a smile on your face. I'm already thinking something. And then you're already just like, what was that movie? Why Did I Get Married? Remember when she was dressing up and she would put out her clothes? The one Tyler Perry was married to in the movie.
Oh, girl, yeah.
Remember,
yeah.
she was, all of a sudden, he's like, you got an attitude. And then remember, he was like, remember that one time you fucked me? She was thinking about the coworker, not him. So you, listen, that's how that situation was.
Now that can happen.
That can happen.
Most definitely can happen, Mark.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't even
Mark
need to
just
laugh
said
like
that.
that, Mark. But it's the way he said what.
What?
And he linked up
You
with
did what?
So, your experience with Junior's mom. Let's go.
As far as what? I mean, shit.
I mean, how did it begin? I know, or was it a situation like Mike? Soon as she walked in the studio, you was like, "Damn, gotta have her."
Absolutely not.
Okay, so how?
Absolutely not.
We want to.
Yeah. So it was, I went through a series of losses right before I met her. Right. So, she came in, as if she was a friend that was, coming to comfort me and be there for me in my time of need and somebody to talk to and all of that type of shit, right? So that's how she ended up getting close to me. You know what I mean?
So it was kind of like a rebound situation, so to speak. Like you was leaving.
He
the
was
situation.
vulnerable.
I was vulnerable.
And she
as
took
fuck,
advantage of him.
Yeah, I was not. My guard was not up. Had my guard been up, I would not have dealt with a woman of that caliber, regardless of not knowing the things that I found out afterwards. It was a lot of red flags that I wouldn't have ignored. And paid more attention to.
Had you been on your
Had
shit?
I been on my shit, yeah. So it was shit like that. You know what I mean? And
So did it make it harder to work with her? Like once y'all, before Junior was born, or even conceived, when y'all was just messing around, like how was the whole? Because she still was filming over here, right?
yeah.
So how was that? Was it easier or harder? Did you find that difficult with conflict to be dating somebody
that was, and like I said to Birdman, right, when she began to try to insert herself into positions that she didn't earn skill wise, just based off of who she felt like she was to me, that started to become a problem. Okay. You know what I mean? So that was one of the issues. You know what I'm saying? Let me see something else that was probably work related that became I didn't let it become a problem, right? I can recall back before, like years ago, it was another chick that I talked to that was a part of the platform, maybe in like 2015 type shit, right? And she came to the point where it got to the point where she was like damn near living in the house with me and shit. You know what I mean? So it was uncomfortable when now how y'all know how I have breaks in between the podcasts, in between the shows now, and now she come down here stomping around looking at everybody crazy because she ready for motherfuckers to go because she want to cuddle and shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
While I'm having business conversations with people like I do in between shows, right? So little stuff like that, I don't allow it to become a problem, you know what I mean? Because when I see that, like now you're not about to fuck up the church's money and shit. You can get the fuck out before you make my clients feel like they uncomfortable because Mark's here, girl's gonna be here, and like you don't weigh that much in my life. Please don't think that you're gonna be here and my business
messing
is
up your money.
Absolutely not. So you can get the fuck out.
There is a young lady that I work with, and she mentions this all the time. I guess at one of her previous jobs, she was married, and she met a man who was also married, and together they started messing around, and now they are together. She's divorced from her husband. He's still currently married to his wife, I believe, but they're separated, but him and her are together, and she is just head over heels. And she says it often. She always says, I took her man, like, and she always says this: the heart,
took a man that wasn't hers.
this is what she always says: the heart loves who the heart loves, who the heart loves. But I always come back and say, well, yeah, and the way you got him is the way you'll lose him too, because that was somebody else's man. What makes you special? What makes you exempt from? You met him at work. Don't he still work?
I've never understood why a person would cheat with someone and think that you can trust this person once they become yours.
Keep somebody they cheated
Yep.
with.
You know what I'm
How
saying?
you get them
Like,
is how you lose them.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And I'm like, okay,
Always.
your character, if you were a cheater and you cheated with me, what makes you think I'm about to be with you? I'm not about to be with you.
What made
I
me-
see what you
I-
did.
I'm
I
a
know the
dumbass.
lies you tell. I
I'm a
know the
dumbass
games
if
you
I
play.
trust you,
You know what I'm
after
saying?
if you showing me that you weren't untrustworthy with the person that you were with previous to me. I'd be a dumbass to believe that.
It's not. But you have people that, I mean, you have people that still believe in that. Like, okay, maybe I'm going to be the one to change them. And
Yeah.
I don't know why you
I
believe
think
that,
I felt
but
that at one point in my little situation with the married woman. I was
you
like,
could change.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, after 6 years, it's like, okay, bitch, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, feelings got involved and all that type of shit, and it's kind of like, okay, at this point, it's either we need to like leave this shit alone or we're gonna do whatever we're gonna do. But then at the same time, it was like, shit, I done heard every lie you told this man.
What the hell?
You know what I'm saying?
Margaret Hall said,
Right. I was-
imagine divorcing your husband and he ends up staying with his wife.
that's crazy.
You know what?
What?
Let's open up the phone line.
Mari,
Yes.
call in. That's my homegirl, Mari.
Mari.
Okay, yeah,
Call
I want to
in
hear
and please
this.
explain
Yes.
this to us if you're free. If not, please type more.
Yep, and
Yeah, I want-
Elizabeth as well. She said she worked with her actual husband for a while. So, Elizabeth, I have a question if you call in. Was he your work husband first, or was he your actual husband and you was just working with him? That's why I want to know
She
about
said
that
it
one.
was her actual husband, but they let work be work, and people at the job were surprised to find out they were married.
Oh,
Okay, so
Yeah.
they already came in as married. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if it was
Yeah.
like work husband then to
Yeah, I
actual
read
husband.
that.
The lies she spewed to me though.
And that was smart though. That was smart when you
Mm-hmm.
go in not letting. But you know what? Let me ask y'all this, because I don't think I could do it.
Well, you see all them girls sashaying by his desk and shit.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then,
God,
but
that's
I
my
don't think I
desk.
could work
That's
with
my desk at work.
my dude. I don't think I could work with my
But
partner.
why?
I
Keep
feel
it
like,
professional.
and this is why I feel like that, because if we already spending time outside of work,
That's a lot.
I don't need to see
Yeah.
you at work.
All the time.
I really need a break from you. You know, I don't need you to be working. Like, that's absurd to me. Like, yeah, I work with my man, and I know a couple of people who do that, and it's always, you know, I always have a lot of questions. Like, so
the
how did that
issue
work?
with the first chick that I was talking to? It's just like, man, you just around too fucking much and shit. Like,
I don't have time to miss
yeah,
you.
yeah, if ooh,
Go
right.
do
It
something.
gets old really quick
Alre-
because you're around each
I
other.
can't even
too
text
much.
you and say what you doing, because I know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah,
you
you're
in my
around too
face.
much.
But you know what the
You at your
funniest thing-
motherfucking cubicle.
Exactly.
You right over. You at lunch break.
I see you.
You're right on the other side of me. What you mean? What you doing?
But that used to be the funny thing. Like when I
Get
used
some
to
paper balls and
bounce out
start
of,
throw them at the cuticle.
when I used to bounce out the strip club, the guys would drop their girls off that dance floor and come in and hang, and I'll be like, "You gonna come and hang at the strip club where your
Now
girl-"
listen.
I could never do that.
I
That's
have
what
friends.
I used to say. It was
but
the
see,
craziest thing.
I don't
I
think they
respect that.
enjoyed that process. I think they were either one being protective or two being controlling.
Well, see, if it's coming from a perspective of being protecting, I get that and I respect that, because I actually had a friend, and this was a long time ago. She
Gotcha.
danced at All Stars, and she dancing every night.
Shout out to
around-
Ben.
Every night around tip out time, her man would come in there like clockwork, and he would sit and he would wait. Now I don't know if that was some pimp shit, or I don't know if that was like, okay,
some protection. shit.
some protection shit. She about to leave out. She been dancing all night, and we get into the bag. Like, so that's kind of like how I seen it. But
Now
it could
see
have been
that.
different.
Now I can see it that way, but I'm talking
Some
about you
guys-
coming into the club and you're spending money like you a patron, and your girl is working there. And some guys will get, and then if they see another guy getting the dance from her, they'll be like, "Why are you dancing from her?" Like, you know what she do? She about to.
No, she about to. Yeah.
But go ahead,
you,
D-Man,
you
you were
gotta be
saying
a strong,
something.
insecure man to be able to, you know, go in a strip club and watch your woman dance, and that's a whole nother story. But I just wanted to throw that out. What you was gonna say, Mac?
Yeah, that is a whole nother story. But then you have those guys that you know have the pimp mentality, right? It's okay for you to go up in there, but you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. Get that money,
It's
but
rules
you can't do
and
this.
boundaries, like
and
we
then
was
the only
saying.
way he can enforce those rules is by being there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So-
making sure, because I mean, we talking about a strip club, so.
But my thing is, nigga, fuck
What?
you think she gonna do?
That's
I
what I'm
mean, you
saying.
know what I'm saying? She at the strip club. Like I used to patronize the strip clubs back in the day, but I would never wife one of them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you coming home to me after sat on 85 dicks all day. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you. I don't.
Not
You know what I
85.
mean? Like
You
I
know
mean,
what?
I'm just saying.
That's gonna be a topic. Beth said that sounds like a new topic For sure, Beth. Mari,
I couldn't do it. Like, no, baby girl. Like, no.
Mari said he was counting the take home. Probably so.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
if he in there,
keeping track
yeah.
of that bread. Yeah. Like, you coming home with this, that, and the other. I want to see what you're doing for it. Or if you ain't coming home with enough, I want to see what you're doing in there. You know what I'm saying?
So to the viewers, we want to hear from y'all. Have y'all ever been in a work relationship, had a work wife or a work husband?
Call in line is on the screen. Oh shit!
go
313.
Ooh, that's that shin part. All right. Ooh, I
You
felt
okay?
it.
That shit knocked smoke out of D-Mac face and shit.
Yeah.
It's the pole.
I did have one that almost ruined my whole family though. I had a whole little family. Things was going good.
Why'd you
And
look
then-
like you about to cry?
You had a
I'm
work wife
about
that
to
almost
cry.
ruined your whole family?
Man, tore it apart. Yeah, yeah.
I quit.
I was horrible. I was
Yeah.
horrible.
The look on your face is like you reliving.
Because I was bad. I didn't have self-control, and I should have had self-control. But I didn't. Because I saw her every day, and like Birdman was saying, my baby mama at the time was like being a real appeal. So it was like, damn, go to work. Oh, girl being real nice. I'm like, damn.
She was being everything she wasn't.
Yeah, but she got me, though. She got me because she was being too nice. She got me. I was dumb. I was living with my baby mama. This asked for a key. She asked for a key.
You gave her a key, Mike?
Mike, I know.
You gave her a key to you and your baby mama's house?
I'm about to throw this headset. I'm
This
done.
nigga done lost his
did.
motherfucking mind.
You deserved everything.
I think the
girl,
show is
you
over.
got.
That is the final
That
thought.
was that right there, my nigga.
Nice show, guys.
That
Yeah.
right there, my
Nice
nigga. That's crazy.
Well, it's called True Podcast. I'm just telling you. the truth.
Giving your side chick a key to your crib where you and your girl live is crazy.
You asking for trouble, Mike. Did you sleep with her?
What the hell did she do to get a damn side key? Oh shit.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Don't answer that.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
answer that.
right. That
Mike,
shouldn't even have
all
to be
Mike
answered.
did was
What
look,
you
which
say,
meaning
Katie,
Mike
what
got
you have
whipped.
against
Did it. It was that good, Mike? Damn, you gave up the house key?
Damn, I can't say that on live TV that it was that good.
Well, you just
Obviously.
You just did.
Obviously,
not-
it
But, well,
was.
I mean,
You ain't
there
even have
go.
to say it.
Well,
Nigga.
it's
You
not
gave
okay,
up the
so-
key to
Facebook,
y'all's
so you can
house.
say-
So there you go.
So I got a question. With your experience and your date, in the workplace,
She
what?
said, I'm shocked you here to tell the story.
Okay,
I'm shocked
that
I'm here to
part.
tell the story, to
that
be
part,
honest.
That's how I feel. What advice do you got to offer to people when it comes to work, relationships, and affairs? What you got to say about that, Mike?
I will say don't do it. I'm sorry. I'll say don't do it. Don't do it. Especially if it's good. Don't do it, fellas. Don't do it. Ladies, don't do it if it's good either. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Wait, Tashawn want to know: did you have an open relationship?
No, hell no.
Okay, so it wasn't a three-way party.
No, I had a family.
Okay, I got one
My whole
question
family.
I got one question about this key, because sometimes you can give a person the key and it's for emergency purposes, right? But you can give a person the key to have access whenever the hell they want access to your crib. What was the understanding with this key?
She wanted access whenever she wanted access.
And you gave her that knowing you had a bitch at the crib?
Yes.
And she knew you had
This
a bitch at the
nigga
crib?
had a death
Yes.
wish.
Oh, she was
wants to know.
reckless.
Nicole wants to know. Did you give her the bank card too?
No.
Might
That
as
no.
well.
That
Might
didn't
as
happen.
well.
We was already working together. So
She got a
didn't need
whole
the bank
credit
card.
line out of you.
Damn.
It was, you know.
A whole what?
Credit line.
Oh, shit.
They're gonna.
Frank says, from rumors, Chrysler, GM, Ford plant employees are notorious for having work husband wives. Don't shoot the messenger, Frank.
We know,
Frank,
bro.
we
You
already
obviously
Yeah, we
didn't
know
tune
Frank.
into the
You-
beginning of the show.
Yeah,
Frank.
You're
he
late.
didn't.
That's why
For the
everybody tried
party.
to. That's why everybody
Let's
tried
give
to
him the
apply
bump,
for the
bump,
plan.
bump. That's for you, Frank.
Who was that? Ozzy said you a wild boy.
I
No,
was.
for real.
I was
Mike,
young.
you a
I was.
wild boy.
I was young though. I was young.
Yeah, that was a young move.
That was. I was
I
young.
couldn't see no
Why they
real
shut
grown
down the whole
ass
show, though?
man giving out no key to him and his woman's house.
I mean, look, okay. First of all, it ain't like I just gave her the key right away. She kept asking and asking. It took
Oh,
a
so
while.
she asked enough. Then
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
gonna-
That's all it
it
She
asked
eroded
enough.
your
Let
ass
me get
down,
$1 million.
huh?
Let me get $1 million. Let me just keep asking for some money
Well,
at that
just-
time.
just-
That's
just-
all I gotta do is just keep asking.
Just keep asking.
So just like Samson, that's why you shaved your hair too.
You
huh?
might have to go to dinner though.
you know him. You already know.
You
it's
gotta
gonna
do
be-
something.
He gonna throw a monkey
She
wrench in
did,
there
she,
somewhere.
she did her thing to get that key. That's all I'm gonna say. It was one key. It didn't have no chain on it or nothing. It was just one
So
solid
did
key.
she ever use the key, Mike?
She used the key one.
And was your girl home?
Was she home?
Now you would know the answer to
Nah.
that.
No, she wasn't home.
Okay.
She wasn't
You
home.
would immediately know the answer to that question.
No,
Yeah, you're right,
because
right.
my daughter's mother used to leave a lot to go to her mom's house with the baby a lot, or like on the weekend.
No, but what I'm
she
saying
did
is if
use
she
it.
walked in that bitch with a key and your baby mama was home, you would immediately know the
That's
answer
not a
to
question
my
you would have to
question.
think about.
Right.
You would
No,
know
she
that-
she wasn't home. She only used
the
it once,
bitch
but she
there or
wasn't
not?
home. I just said no. She
Oh.
wasn't home. Why she gotta be a bitch?
Well,
Why?
you know.
You know, it's figurative.
You know how we talk.
I know I'm talking shit.
Figurative.
No, she wasn't home the one time she used the key, but I was
She
shocked that she
homeless.
used the key.
She
Yeah, you
homeless.
seen that? LaJoy said that she
She's
homeless.
This nigga said he was shocked that she used the key when she asked for it persistently.
But she
you-
never had used it. If somebody,
He
okay,
thought she was gonna be like,
she
"Ooh."
never had used it. She had it for like 6 months, never used it. What you want me to do?
Ask for it back, motherfucker. She ain't using it.
No, it's time to change the locks. Fuck all
I
that.
seen that. I thought of.
I would have gave her the key and changed the locks.
Huh.
I wasn't that smart back then.
So wait, how did it end?
We didn't even have cell phones yet, for real, for real. We had a house phone. Damn. I still had to answer the phone. I couldn't even answer a cell phone. We didn't have them back then like that. This was a lot. I told y'all, I was young.
D-Mac, go ahead. I'm gonna let
They
you have
must
this
think
one.
I'm young. I'm not
D-Mac, I'm gonna
young.
let you have this one.
You the one that. Never mind.
Go ahead. I feel it in my soul.
What you say?
have something to say.
Oh no, I'm good.
Brooke says, just tuned in. My parents, step and blood, have been married for almost 20 years. Have their own business and a 2-story house and share a car. My siblings and I all say they are relationship goals.
Well, good for you and the Huxtables. Goddamn it.
That's what I was about to say.
Did we just change the show and I didn't know about
She
it?
just came in. She probably
Gotcha.
know
Okay,
what we're
gotcha.
talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
she,
Brooke,
just turned
Brooke,
in.
we're talking about work wives and work husbands and how that can become complicated and messy or not in certain
Yeah.
situations. But we're glad that your parents have been married for so long and yeah, they are relationship goals if they've managed to be together for 20 some odd years.
For sure, like that's what's up. But yeah, we're talking about people who are already in relationships and then they clock in to their other relationship. That's what we're talking about. So the call-in lines are open, guys. We
I don't
wanna
think
hear
nobody
about
want to get
it.
in trouble. Y'all can call
Yeah,
in
I
anonymous.
was thinking about that. Like, ain't nobody gonna want to call
Y'all
in
can
and
call
say,
in anonymous.
yeah, y'all can call in anonymous. Mike, don't you got the Mark? Don't you got the
the
disguise?
numbers-
No, the disguise your voice feature.
No, you don't have. We don't have that. No, we don't have that.
Barcelona said snatched his soul. So I want to know, Mike, how did this end? Don't do us like Tubi.
Now
I
you're
need to
hiding
know the
behind
ending.
the mic. Now,
He's
look
trying
at
to do this. Look, man.
I'm
Tell your story.
I'm not hiding behind the mic. We just end up ending it applicably, if that makes sense.
Damn, I ain't never seen
Amicably.
you with all this. Right.
We still,
Calm
but,
down,
we
everybody.
still work. I
Me
got,
too.
I gotta be kind when I talk about
Oh,
Do you need to take a deep breath?
this. I do. I need to take a deep breath.
Damn.
Cause I need to take a deep breath. I can't say no more.
I'm gonna bring up the clip from the
Look,
show.
I
Mike just
was
said
in love.
he talks loud naturally. Now we want
Yeah.
to play it.
I
next
need
to
you
this
to have
song.
violins.
I was
right
I was
behind
in
you
I was in
talking.
love with the side piece. I don't know what
Hold
else to
on,
say.
Beth.
I'm
What
in
did
love
you
with
sing
the side piece. She
to-
roll and she
Beth?
roll. and
Wait,
she
y'all.
roll.
Elizabeth Rossini said her husband sitting here, he don't want to know about my work husband. The jealousy would be real, and that's real though because most niggas don't want to hear that shit. I think there's just something inherently wrong with the title. Why can't it just be my homegirl at work? Why it gotta be my work wife?
I don't know when it turns
I
to work
think
while
the
work husband.
title is inherently inappropriate.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
You should
Because
only have one husband. That's disrespectful to your
yeah,
actual
it's
husband.
disrespectful to
Yeah.
your husband or your wife. You know what I'm saying? To me, like my wife better not come home talking about her work husband or her work wife. Invite him over. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
Let's get to know each other. Like, look, we all need to be aware of the depth of this relationship. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask the fellas that's on the panel this. Let me ask y'all this. Bird, Mike, Mark.
I'm in trouble enough already.
Listen.
I didn't say it too
So
much.
have y'all ever been in a situation where y'all were a little insecure about y'all woman going to work because of, you know, somebody there or the type of work she may have had? I don't know, strip club, I don't know, anybody dated a stripper, plant, something like that. Because even just because they work there, that don't necessarily mean that they're doing it. And
Right.
a lot of people get blamed and get the backlash for that because, you know,
of what's happened in the past. Just like old boy just said. Because just like I feel like I done heard a lot of men say I'll never date a girl in the plant. Why? Because every girl in the plant ain't out there, messing
listen,
around.
I'll say I'll never date a stripper chick, right? So, and then you may say why, and it's probably for the same elements that some dudes feel like they wouldn't date a woman in the plant.
Well, number one, they're going to work in their pajamas. The stretchy pants.
Not in the plant.
The leggings. I ain't talking about them pajamas. I'm talking about them little leggings.
Oh yeah, they
and you see every day. And they ain't wearing the extra thick ones. They wearing them little sheer ones that you can see everything.
When
through.
they bend over.
When they bend over to get the motherfucking
with the fishnets on it, they dig in the
car
booty.
part and shit.
Mark, you
know
said
what
with
I'm
the
saying?
what?
You know the new leggings with the fishnets.
I just want to hear Mark say it again. Wait,
Yeah,
you said with the what?
the new leggings with the fish scales on them.
Yeah.
They dig in your booty.
No, you said something else. You
The
said-
TikTok.
Say what you said before.
Say what you said
I
before.
said fishnets.
Nah.
No, before that.
Say the other words so I can laugh.
I don't remember. I'm
The
high.
monkey
You
paw.
said monkey paw.
Oh yeah, they show the monkey paw. Yeah.
We
they
call
show
it
the
a
monkey
moose
paw.
knuckle at my
Moose
job.
knuckle, all that.
So they just be
Listen.
at work any old kind of way. You
When
know
I
what I'm saying?
worked-
Inappropriate.
At Bridgewater, I went a couple years ago. I think it was like 2016. I have started at Bridgewater. Now I had came from a plant, which was a really dirty plant. You ain't wear nothing but steel toes in your work clothes. So that's how I went to work at Bridgewater. The first day in there, they was in there with full faces, leggings. They was geared like I was on
It's a
the
fashion show.
I was on the first shift. I had to be there. I think on the line at like 5:30 or something. So what time was you waking up to put a full face of makeup on?
She did that
Bob
shit
was
before she went to bed.
bobbing.
They slept in it.
Man, I was like, damn.
I'm with you, Mark.
I knew how to come to work the next day, but what I'm saying is,
I don't think I've
crazy.
ever been insecure about my girl going to work until I found out she was fucking a coworker.
So that happened.
And then you still had to go back to that same job where that same person worked. So yeah, at that point, it became an issue. You
so
know what
what
I'm
happened
saying?
with that, Matt? What was she working?
Quicken Loans, Rock Financial, downtown,
And you know what?
Enough
That-
said.
which is another motherfucking plant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
mortgage
That's
plan
it.
right there. That's what that is.
That's another motherfucking
It
plant.
I work at one too.
You know, 'cause I'm going out with coworkers. I'm like, all right, y'all have fun, and then all the while you going out with one coworker.
Only thing they
You know what I'm
downtown.
But at first you didn't, you
everything.
didn't have no
You're
reason
none
to
the wiser.
question.
Okay,
Had no
maybe
reason to
downtown.
question until I had a reason to question. And then it was so funny because when I found, see, this is how I found out. I came home a little early, and I stood by the door, and I hear the conversation and shit, right? I hear him on the phone, and I'm only hearing the one side, but I hear the conversation, right?
Right.
And so I put my key in the door, and all of a sudden, motherfucker, like, you got the wrong number. Like, that's like the tag phrase, like, don't call back, bitch, when I say you got the wrong number. So I get in the house. I'm like, who you talking to? Somebody called. That was the wrong number. Who they asked for? You know, I already know it ain't the wrong number because I stood outside the door for a little while you was having your little conversation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, some fucked up name. So I said, okay, let me see your phone. Called the number back. They didn't answer. Called from my phone. They didn't answer. Like, the bitch knew, right?
She already knew
So
what
I
time it was.
programmed the number in my phone under wrong number. Why this bitch knew my schedule, right? I leave the house at 7 a.m. 7:05, wrong number is calling my phone to spill the entire motherfucking tea. Do you hear me? Told me everything.
Wait a minute. So you didn't even have to try to look and
I
do
ain't
none
have to
of
call
that.
no more and do nothing. Like, when that motherfucker saw that I was calling, that motherfucker called me the very next morning from wrong number, like 7:05. I ain't
she
even out
gone.
the
She
parking
in the
lot.
car.
You told me everything, right?
I know you was like,
I
hello.
said, you don't even know how to pick them. This bitch just told all on you. So I told the girl, I said, do me a favor. Don't even tell her you talked to me. I came home from work, like, how was your day? How's everything? I said, guess who called me today? She's like, your mom? I'm like, no, your wrong number. Bitch was like a deer in the motherfucking headlights. Like,
Buckeye.
yeah, told me everything, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out. Oh, yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
why? Did they get into it or something? Because she already knew what time
She
it
was
was.
a
Why
ratchet,
she
but she was just one of them little ratchet little hoes. Like, you know how you go from prime rib to motherfucking cube steak? That's what the fuck the bitch did. Because this is the same bitch. She's talking about, yeah, because this was back when I was with Cleo. Years ago. This before all the whole big, huge social media shit was like popping. Like, so she was like, "You can come over. I'll show you the cards." She gave me cards. She wrote me letters. You can come over. I went to the bitch house. I went to the bitch house. I pull up. This in the hood, like in the hood. Do you hear me?
like-
And I'm like, I know good and motherfucking goddamn well. This ain't who the fuck you cheating with.
Man.
You let
Girl
me
come
fuck,
to the
huh?
door. She had on the most. I don't know if it was a weave, a wig, or what, but it was ratchet, right? Just the whole everything was just ratchet, and I was like, girl, I was so insulted. I ain't give a fuck no more about you cheating. I gave a fuck about who you cheated with.
You was embarrassed for it.
I'm
was
like,
just
did
embarrassed.
you really just go to the bottom of the barrel for some attention? Please tell me you didn't do that. At least go better. At least do better.
And this was
Then
at,
I can't say shit if you do better.
this was at Quicken Loans, right? Y'all hear that? It's like, let me stop starting shit. All
But
right,
yeah, so
y'all.
no, just in general, no, I ain't worried about that shit. But we got final thoughts coming up. Anybody got something to say? I don't really have a final thought on this topic, to be honest.
My final thought is I did it. I'll never do it again. And that's it.
I'm with you. I did it.
I learned my lesson.
I'll probably do it again, but I ain't proposing or none of that. But I might do it again.
You ain't gonna fall in love. You
Don't
hit
give her no
that, though.
fucking key. Goddamn.
Right.
Well,
or a
that's-
ring.
Okay,
right.
listen. I was
don't
very
even-
young when that happened.
You got to read these comments. Like,
We gotta
Bird.
close.
It
out
don't
here.
matter if I read them.
Final thoughts, Bird. Go ahead. We wrapping up.
my final thoughts. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this last comment. Nicole Jones says she probably has some good head, but just be careful at your job. That's all I gotta say.
And we out.
Yeah, we out this month.
We out.
That's crazy.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile